I thought our relationship really meant something to him, Mason Sorensen said. But I haven't heard or seen from Charlie for weeks. I'm worried about him. When asked about Charlie Paulson's true sexuality, over 98% of people assumed he was straight. Jacob Anderson was the only one out of 69 to say that he was gay. You're a fool if you haven't realized he's into me, he commented. Nobody expected that Josh was the one that Charlie was truly after. Joshua Ramirez was presumably with Jane Arterbury. But now we're not so sure. When given the idea of a relationship between Charlie and Josh, most people are reluctant to believe it. They're both straight, I'm positive, they say. But when asked the next day, after 24 hours of observing Charlie and Josh's actions together, everyone said that it was obvious that Jane and Mason were just cover-ups to hide the Ramirez-Paulson relationship. We confronted Josh about the matter. I admit he's kind of cute, but a relationship with a guy isn't really something I'm looking for right now. I have more important stuff to worry about. He trailed off as his face became increasingly red. I have to go? That was the last we would see of Josh. 3 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon, February 14th, 2017. Our earlier interview with Charlie didn't go any better. We couldn't even get near him without a "leave me alone" or a "get away from me." We tried to find him at 5:30 p.m. on the 14th, the same day as our interview with Josh, but we were unable to locate him. Many of us think that he disappeared along with Josh at 3 o'clock, 2.5 hours earlier. This next chapter is in Charlie's perspective. You made it! Yes, I would go anywhere for you, sun pie. I didn't think Josh would come, but he did. I bet he skipped fifth period to scramble over here on his broken leg. He's so brave. Before I realized it, I had stood up. Fuck you, I'm still going. Before I realized I had even stood up, I was in his loving embrace. He licked my Adam's apple affectionately. I kissed him in return. What was meant to be a little peck on the cheek quickly became lips to lips, tongue to tongue contact, with a burning passion and a desire for something more. I heard something. A saxophone? Hey, what's up, guys? Dank Games McGee here! Screamed a mysterious voice from somewhere in the middle of the woods. Charlie, I'm scared. Josh, don't be such a Hanzo main. It was then that Jacob Anderson exploded out of the undergrowth, butt naked. Josh is mine and you can't have him, he said. You don't love him like I do. Fight me for his love, no balls, you won't. No balls, you won't, Josh echoed. You really want me to fight him? I asked. Heck yeah, it would be such a good meme. But before I even got a chance to prepare for my inevitable death, Jacob grabbed a kazoo out of his left testicle and blew the most intimidating battle cry anyone has ever heard. The fight was on. This chapter is from Josh's perspective. As Jacob and Charlie were kicking each other in the balls repeatedly, I was sitting off to the side, rummaging through Charlie's backpack like a starving raccoon. Hold on. Charlie's phone, I thought. I wonder if he has any nudes he was planning on sending me later. I looked through Charlie's pictures. I saw a few pictures of him with Mason, which is understandable. I have a few pictures of me with Jane on my phone to help cover up my affection towards my senpai. Wait, what? After scrolling through a few days worth of pictures, I came across one particularly alarming picture. A picture of Charlie making out with Jacob in bed. Disgusting, I thought. An overwhelming feeling of betrayal and hatred at the same time, trying to hold back tears. Why would Charlie lie to me like this? I stopped hearing the sound of balking in the background, so I looked up from the phone to check in on the fight that I no longer cared about. Part of me wished to see them both dead, and the other part of me wanted to see myself dead. If I couldn't trust Charlie to love me, who could I trust? Could I even trust myself? My attention drew from Charlie's phone and my suicidal thoughts, and drew towards the battlefield to see Jacob and Charlie making out even more passionately than our kissing extravaganza from earlier. My face became red, just like before, but not because of embarrassment. This time, it was because of anger. I was so mad I could kill somebody. Fire on I screamed as I pulled out an AK from Charlie's bag. I didn't know why it was there, but I didn't think about it. I ran up to Charlie and pulled the trigger without giving him a chance to speak. His dead body dropped to the ground with a satisfying splat. Rot on the hell. Why did you do that, Josh? I hate you, Carter! Jacob cried out as he stepped back, preparing to dart away back into the forest from which he came. Jacob! Babe! Wait! I said without thinking. I love you! Will you marry me? Josh! Oh! Jacob started to cry. Oh!